I would describe Jesus Camp as a very trippy journey into a parallel universe right here at home in the United States.
Oscar-nominated Jesus Camp delves into the unusual goings-on at a Pentecostal children's summer camp in North Dakota. The trippy journey takes in a clutch of colorful characters, including several zealous young evangelists.
Jesus Camp is really a documentary about what America claims to hate most, and that's extremism.
And at the root of this camp's apparent extremism was its uncompromising pastor, Becky Fisher.
Warlocks are enemies of God. And I don't care what kind of hero they are, they're an enemy of God. And had it been in the Old Testament, Harry Potter would have been put to death.
She was such a believer in the power of children to change the world and to commune with God, and sort of it was all on the children's shoulders. I think she felt that, you know, she would pull no punches. She had to get their attention. Don't read Harry Potter. You could go to hell. Think about Judgment Day.
And she absolutely thinks the stakes are incredibly high.
Yeah.
That they're going to go to hell if they are not saved and they don't live in a certain way. She is saving them from eternal hellfire.
Pastor Becky may have had the kids' best interest at heart, but many people were shocked by the combination of youth and extreme spirituality.
Just watching these kids going into trances, being moved to tears, the weight of the world that they believe that they're taking on themselves. You watch it and you think, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is real.
God's just telling me that you're on his mind and he just wants to take you and he just wants to love on you and he has special plans for you in your life and he just wants you to be able to follow him with your whole heart.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think what scares people about it is it goes beyond just any kind of devotion to God to a kind of advocacy that seems almost threatening and scary. And that's why people were freaked out about Jesus Camp. And yet Rachel and Heidi look at these people as humans, as really fascinating kids. And I don't think that they judged.
One of the kids, the young preacher Levi, was particularly fascinating to the filmmakers and became one of the main focuses of the documentary.
Levi, you know, had this confidence that he had all the answers and he was going to be a preacher and he's going to be a doctor and he's going to move to India, and he just, for his age, was extremely mature. And he was very earnest, and we were drawn to him partly because of all of his plans and his confidence.
I feel when I go up there and I start preaching, the Holy Spirit is going to come out of me. And that ain't going to be me up there preaching.
They were just regular kids, absolutely 100% regular kids with this additional dimension to them that we hadn't seen before in kids. So it would be turned on, it would be turned off. And both aspects of their personalities were completely sincere.
When Jesus Camp first came out, audiences around the world were amazed and sometimes disturbed by the faith that these kids had, the power of their faith, especially the young evangelical preacher Levi. So I've come to St. Robert, Missouri. It's a rural town outside of St. Louis where Levi grew up, and now he's nearly 20 years old. So I wanted to catch up with him, see how the film affected him, see how he's doing in his life now, and ultimately find out if he became a minister, like he said he was going to be in the movie.
Hey.
Levi.
How you doing, man?
Hey, man. I'm Morgan.
I'm Levi. Yeah.
Awesome to meet you. You're all grown up now since I saw you.
Yeah, well, I'm 18 years old now, so
Okay.
Yeah, you want to come inside?
Cool, yeah, please. Thank you. It's nice. It's a beautiful drive coming here. Oh, cool. With your killer chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Should we sit down?
Yeah, that'd be great.
What did people say to you when they saw the movie?
A lot of people were like, man, we didn't like the way they filmed you, blah, blah, blah. For me, I was just grateful it happened. And I think because it's so controversial to, I think, everybody, you know, whoever you are, Christian, non-Christian, it's controversial. You're like, whoa, you know, it kind of blows you away that more people watched it.
Either way, it's going to start a conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when I talk to people about it and stuff, they already have something they think about it. But after they meet me, they come away thinking about it different. You know, they see the movie in a certain light, but after talking with me, they're like, oh, you're not as crazy as I thought, or whatever, you know? But I don't have a problem with the film.
Yeah. You're intense in the movie.
It, so, yeah, man, I try to be. I'm showing people how much passion I have for God. I think if you have passion for God like that, people are going to go, what? Maybe he is real.
So you want to be a minister?
No.
No.
Not really, actually. I'm good at preaching, but I'm just like, God, whatever you want to do with me. What I tell people is I love Jesus more now than I ever have in my life. Because I've seen God do great things. I've seen babies raised from the dead. I've seen storms dissipate. I've seen people with headaches just gone. I mean, that's little stuff, but I just seen it, and I want people to know and realize God is out there, and he's doing great, mighty, big things. And that's the voice, that's the message I want to put out there.
You're still intense.
Dude, yeah. Man, of course I am. I mean, God's got eyes like fire, you know? Gotta let that come out sometimes.
It was clear that Levi's faith in the years since Becky's summer camp had grown even stronger. And as we wandered down to his local church, I was intrigued to find out his thoughts about the controversial Pastor Becky. You know, what are your thoughts as somebody who was kind of in that church? You know, have you seen Pastor Becky? Have you seen her since then?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be serving God like I am now if it wasn't for Becky Fisher. And as anybody, but especially as a Christian, I don't see why you could criticize this lady when she makes such lovers for Jesus. I hope people see that this was not something that hurt the kids in the film. This was something that actually helped us. I remember many experiences in my life. I'm so glad I was at these Becky Fisher conferences and I experienced God like the way I did, because otherwise I don't know if I believe in God right now. I'll get people on Facebook, they message me. They're like, you've been brainwashed, you know, we want to help you. I laugh at their messages. It's funny. I haven't been brainwashed.
Right.
Really been given the opportunity to think for myself.
I'd enjoyed my time with Levi, but before I left, there was one question that I just had to ask. Have you watched Harry Potter?
Yeah. I have watched Harry Potter. I like those movies. I'm like, man, these movies are good. So that's the first time I really told Becky Fisher that, but I've watched those films.
They're good movies.
Yeah.
So there you go. 5 years on and Levi's just as intense as ever.